by actually adhering to something that you asked him. Now, he is making it clear that it was an oversight. He and I had this discussion. When we had this discussion, he brought that to my attention. He said it was an oversight. I wish, I could have done it differently, but that was it. So, but when things move beyond just this circle, and which it will eventually, because anything that we talk about, it has to be in the sunshine. But when things are bringing aspersions upon any one of us, then it meets our responsibility, it should be our responsibility to try to tamp it down. Because the more things get fanned and the more things that get thrown into the smut pot, the worse the city looks. We are here, and I've been here long enough to know that one conversation can turn into thank you for that, Shirley. So I was actually, in my response, what you were doing in terms of making the meeting with the congressman, it was fine. I have nothing to do with that. But I do have a responsibility when I'm asked pointed questions. Why is the staff here? Who is paying for them to be? Is this on their lunch hour? This is all the questions that I gave to I just sent them to you because it wasn't for you. It was for the administrator who made a decision to tell city employees to come to an event that a commissioner had told them to do. And that commissioner, any one of us, no one of us has the responsibility to tell our city administrator. And like I said it before, I repeat it again, I can't tell the police chief what to do. I can't tell him whether the policeman.
Point of order on that. She was relaying a request from a congressman to the administrator. She wasn't telling the administrator to do it.
Well, that's to the administrator.
She was communicating a request from a congressman to the administrator.
We know that for a fact.
That's what she stated.
Well, what I'm saying is what the administrator said, what he was asked to do.
That's because she was the one who made the request to him, but was on behalf of.
Whether the congressman understood it or not, him asking.
You're getting into condemning her for things that.
Nobody's.
She really, well, when you start comparing it to where you can't tell somebody what to do, can't tell a city employee what to do and stuff like that.
You know that for a fact.
She knows that for a fact, that she can't tell a city employee what to do.
Well, you're speaking
but she can pass information from a congressman to an administrator or to somebody else on their behalf.
Roger,
and it may be misinterpreted. That's where the communication issue comes in. So let's stop belittling and putting down people for violating things that they may not have violated.
I appreciate your being the interpreter here. But what I'm also saying is that you're okay.
Y'all are all ridiculous. Every last one.
Thank you, John.
I think that it was started out from Vernon, honestly, to just be a general information discussion. Am I wrong?
You're right.
That kind of just, like you said, a conversation always turns into a crap show.
Well, he started it.
But I'm saying,
He started with me, Charlie.
I know, but I'm
One
saying,
person starts throwing stones and the other people start throwing stones and stones keep getting thrown back and forth there. And there's a lot of broken windows everywhere.
I think it started out
Yes,
as a general information.
The only thing that the five of you have done constructively is to hire that man to do the day-to-day. Let him do his job. You refer to him, Vernon, as manager.
no.
And that's what the city needs. This man has the capability to do that job.
And I don't deny that, but again, what I read was what the city charter and the citizens.
And when I went to John Micah, I did not ask one other commissioner if I could go talk to him.
And I respect you for that. I respect you for that. What I'm
I
saying.
don't respect you, Vernon, for trying to bring this woman down. She's trying to do her job,
Okay, all right.
and she's doing a job.
And I think we're all doing our job. We all are doing.
I think we all need to just end this conversation.
Well, thank you for that information. Any other city commissioners want to say anything? I want to end this at this level.
You did tell me I was going to be able to speak.
I'm just asking the commissioners if there's anything else that they would want to see before you can finish up.
Yeah, I'd like to speak. I'd like to see a little more decorum. I'd like to see respect to the citizens. I'd like names to quit being called out on the dais. Honestly, I would.
You like what?
I
I didn't hear you say.
Names being called out on the dais.
What does that mean?
When we got a set of commissioners, fine, and it's not everybody. It's typically the mayor, whether it be Cameron, whether it be you, whether it be whomever else in the past, for some reason feel that they have this power to speak to the citizens any way they want to. If they don't like what the citizen's saying, they shut them down. Or if they don't like the citizen, they won't even pull the card and call them up and let them ask a question. Nobody needs to go through that, living in the city, paying taxes and trying to build it up when the dais is tearing it down.
Are you ready to speak, Nancy?
I am. I would like to have some sort of rebuttal. I want everyone in this city to know, and most of us do know, because we've been here for years and been present. The conservation project was a project that had been ongoing for 3 years. It didn't just come about 6 months ago. Bobby Luther was a willing seller. Whether it was coincidence or what, he pulled his letter with the county the day he met you. He met with you. You were in that workshop. A lot of us were in that workshop. You heard Tim Telfer from the county tell you his application for development had no bearing, that was not uncommon. So while you take every opportunity to berate me from the dais, that's on you. I know the truth I speak, and a lot of people in this room know the truth I speak. A lot of us, 80% of the people in the city wanted that conservation, and Luther was willing to do that. However that happened, you're a part of taking that away. What happens from here going forward will affect this city forever in ways that we can never go back. Never.
Can I respond to that?
I would prefer you didn't, because I don't want to go back and forth.
Anyway, as I said, I have not spoken to Bobby Luther but twice in my life. I had no conversation.
Well, I can tell you.
I can tell you. Let me finish.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, I have spoken to him. I've texted with him. We have open communication. So trying to paint me in a bad light for your actions is wrong. And that is on you.
All right,
I do
listen.
know that when I had a meeting with Bobby Luther, he told me his reasons for withdrawing his application from Volusia Forever. And I asked him point blank, did Vernon tell you anything? And he said no. That was before then when he gave me the reason why, it made perfect sense why he took that off of Volusia Forever. And it had to do with financial. So I just don't honestly see anything Vernon could have said to that man who makes a living doing real estate. He knows what he's doing. He's going to listen to somebody like Vernon to tell him.
Well, I'm telling you, it could be coincidental or not. I have not misspoken. He met with David Santiago, and I'm going to tell you, the same as the county people are going to tell you, Santiago was never part, that came out of your mouth, not mine.
It was a question that I asked.
It came out of your mouth,
It
not
was a
mine.
question that I
And
asked.
no one knew of his participation. None of us knew. The county didn't know and I didn't know. So whatever you brought him into this, you brought him into
I
it,
didn't
not
bring
me.
it into anything.
Oh,
I
yes,
asked
you
the
did. In the
question.
workshop, you
All
did.
right,
Alright, well,
I'm going to finish up here because I think this is,
Well, I have one last thing.
we are at a place now that we're not really being productive.
I just have one last thing.
Please do it.
Accused here. It's just one thing.
I have to respond to everything I'm accused of, we're going to be all night.
I'm not accusing you.
I said if I have to respond to everything
Yeah,
that
do
I'm accused of, we're going to be all night.
There's no lawyer that
I beg your pardon?
I have a lawyer that I know that's very wise, and you know what his words are. Don't ever try to defend yourself, always let someone else defend you.
I'm eager to speak. Anyway.
You can't defend yourself, let someone else defend you. You'll be in better off. And the last thing I want to just address is that meeting with Congressman Mills was to try to get money from our coffers, utilizing our city administrator. However, I didn't know it was going to turn out the way that it did, because Corey wanted to meet with the chamber. This was not, I did not set this up as a photo, period. So that's all I can say.
I think we beat this horse until it's about run down the trailer.
So you're gonna censure me or what?
Am I going to censor you? Nothing to vote on.
Slap my hand?
The bad guy that always catches the hell in these situations are our city administrator. Every single city administrator that we've had catches the hell. And I'm not saying that he is not up to the task, but my direction, because of what I know, I didn't direct it at you. I directed it at our city administrator to give me answers. And he basically said, I did what I did, and I could have done it differently.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Well, again, I'm not saying, I'm not putting words in his mouth, I don't think you should either. What he said was what he did. Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry, Ms. D.
Now, I do not get up and speak,
That's for sure.
but I'm going to tell you, this is embarrassing. I have come to a lot of meetings, and I'm going to tell you one thing. I did come here, and I did listen to that conversation. Now, that was a good meeting. He came here and he said, what can I do for Lake Helen? You know, it shouldn't, the blame should not be on him, should not be on her. We should be saying it was really neat to see a congressman with a big bus out there with his name on it come to Little Lake Helen and ask, what can I do for you?
Yes.
Now, y'all can get this. Ridiculous. Now, we need to get our city back together. We've got a good guy that is trying to do it, and he got thrown under the bus. And I'm going home.
Yes, Miss. Go ahead.
She's waving.
You're waiting?
I'm gonna wave her up. Okay. Say something. Okay. You know what? Y'all taking this meeting, now I'm into a lot of meetings, not just with the city of Lake Helen. I've been in a lot of different meetings. Okay, we prayed before a meeting, am I right? But y'all came and y'all attacked each other, y'all made it a personal thing. We all here for the same reason. Y'all gotta respect each other. Y'all might not get along outside of here, but in front of us, y'all need to all be on the same page or try to be on the same page.
I agree.
Because right now, like she said, it was embarrassing. If somebody from DeLand or Daytona was sitting in our meeting, they'll look at y'all and laugh. They'll think we're a joke. So we gotta do better.
Thank you. Has that I would think that this meeting should be adjourned.